we want to thank the people of New Hampshire, right? Do we love the people of New Hampshire?
Let me take this opportunity to thank the many, many thousands of volunteers here in the Granite State who work so tirelessly.
You know, I said it, and I said it even a year ago. I said, I think I'm going to do really well there because I'm here a lot, and it's so beautiful, and I love it so much, and I love the people, and I said, I actually think they like me a lot.
Our volunteers worked night and day, made phone calls, and knocked on a heck of a lot of doors.
And then all of a sudden, we started getting numbers in, and everyone said, how come they like Trump so much?
And we won because of your energy. Thank you all so much.
But I have so many friends up here, and they are special, special people.
And I want to thank Julia Barnes and our great campaign staff.
So, New Hampshire, I want to thank you. We love you. We're going to be back a lot. We're not going to forget you. You started it. Remember, you started it.
Together, we have sent the message that will echo from Wall Street to Washington, from Maine to California.
But I heard parts of Bernie's speech. He wants to give away our country, folks. He wants to give away. We're not going to let it happen.
And that is that the government of our great country belongs to all of the people and not just a handful of wealthy campaign contributors and their super PACs.
We are going to make America great again, but we're going to do it the old-fashioned way.
We won because we harnessed the energy and the excitement that the Democratic Party will need to succeed in November.
We're going to beat China, Japan. We're going to beat Mexico at trade. We're going to beat all of these countries that are taking so much of our money away from us on a daily basis. It's not going to happen anymore.
Tonight, we serve notice to the political and economic establishment of this country that the American people will not continue to accept a corrupt campaign finance system that is undermining American democracy, and we will not accept a rigged economy.
We are going to do something so good and so fast and so strong, and the world is going to respect us again. Believe me.
I want to take this opportunity again to congratulate Secretary Clinton and her organization and supporters for waging a vigorous campaign. I hope that in the days ahead we can continue to wage a strong, issue-oriented campaign and bring new people into the political process.
We're going to... Do we love our country?
That we will need to come together in a few months and unite this party and this nation, because the right-wing Republicans we oppose must not be allowed to gain the presidency.
Do we love our country?
As we all remember, the last time Republicans occupied the White House, their trickle-down economic policies drove us into the worst economic downturn since the Depression of the 1930s.
We're going to make the deals for the American people. That's the way it is.
We will not allow back into the White House a political party which is so beholden to the fossil fuel industry that they cannot even acknowledge the scientific reality of climate change, let alone do anything about it.
Oh, I love this. Look at you. Look at you.
The people of New Hampshire have sent a profound message to the political establishment, to the economic establishment, and, by the way, to the media establishment.
I love these signs. They're the most imaginative signs.
The people here have said is that given the enormous crises facing our country, it is just too late for the same old establishment politics and establishment economics. The people want real change.
In a nutshell, we're going to make great trade deals. We're going to rebuild our military. It's going to be so big, so strong, so powerful. Nobody is going to mess with us. Believe me, nobody.
We can no longer continue to have a campaign finance system in which Wall Street and the billionaire class are able to buy elections.
Nobody.
Americans, no matter what their political view may be, understand that that is not what democracy is about. That is what oligarchy is about.
We are going to take care of our vets. Where is Al? Where is Al? We love Al. All right, Al?
I do not have a super PAC, and I do not want a super PAC.
We love Al. All right, Al? Get up here if you can.
I am overwhelmed, and I am deeply moved, far more than I can express in words, by the fact that our campaign's financial support comes from more than 1 million Americans who have made more than 3.7 million individual contributions.
We're going to take care of our vets. Our vets are treated horribly. They're our greatest people. Our vets are going to be taken care of, and you remember that, everybody.
And do you know what that average contribution was? $27.
We're going to have strong, incredible borders.
I am going to New York City tonight and tomorrow, but I'm not going to New York City to hold a fundraiser on Wall Street.
We're going to build a wall.
Instead, I'm going to hold a fundraiser right here, right now, across America. My request is, please go to BernieSanders.com and contribute.
It's not even, believe it or not, it's not even a difficult thing to do.
Whether it's $10 or $20 or $50, help us raise the money we need to take the fight to Nevada, South Carolina, and the states on Super Tuesday.
We're going to have borders again, and we're going to work with you people to help you solve that very big problem, and we'll get it done.
So there it is. That's our fundraiser. Pretty quick.
That's so beautiful.
What the American people understand is that our great country was based on a simple principle, and that principle is fairness.
What a group of people.
It is not fair when we have more income and wealth inequality today than almost any major country on earth.
And on top of this group, we have thousands of people outside that can't even get in. That's what we have.
And when the top 1/10 of 1% now owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%, that's not fair.
We're going to repeal and replace Obamacare. It is a total disaster.
It is not fair when the 20 wealthiest people in this country now own more wealth than the bottom half of the American people.
We're repealing and replacing Obamacare. It's gone.
Together, we are going to create an economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%.
We're getting rid of Common Core. We're going to educate our children locally.
And when millions of our people are working for starvation wages, yup, we're going to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
We are going to preserve our very sacred Second Amendment.
And we are going to bring pay equity for women.
There's not going to be any more chipping away at our Second Amendment.
And when we need the best educated workforce in the world, yes, we are going to make public colleges and universities tuition-free.
I am going to be the greatest jobs president that God ever created. Remember that.
And for the millions of Americans struggling with horrendous levels of student debt, we are going to substantially ease that burden.
Which, by the way, we're going to knock the hell out of ISIS.
Well, my critics say, you know, Bernie, that's a great idea. You're into all this free stuff. How are you going to pay for it?
We're going to knock the hell out of them.
I will tell you how we're going to pay for it. We're going to impose a tax on Wall Street speculation.
And it's going to be done the right way.
The greed, the recklessness, and the illegal behavior of Wall Street drove our economy to its knees. The American people bailed out Wall Street. Now it's Wall Street's time to help the middle class.
So we're going to take care of the economy.
And when we talk about transforming America, it means ending the disgrace of this country having more people in jail than any other country in the world, disproportionately African American and Latino.
We're going to take care of jobs.
Not only are we going to fight to end institutional racism and a broken criminal justice system, we are going to provide jobs and education for our young people, not jails and incarceration.
We're going to take care of all of the things that I said.
The debate is over. Climate change is real.
Everything, healthcare, it's going to be so great.
We have a moral responsibility to work with countries throughout the world to transform our energy system away from fossil fuel to energy efficiency and sustainable energy.
I mean, what's going on? What's going on?
When every major country on earth guarantees health care to all of their people, we should be doing the same in our great country.
Healthcare, we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare.
In my view, under President Obama's leadership, the Affordable Care Act has been an important step forward, no question about it. But we can and must do better.
It's going to be so great.
When we make it to the White House, the pharmaceutical industry will not continue to rip off the American people.
We are going to make our country so strong. We are going...
I believe in a Medicare for all single-payer program.
We are going to start winning again.
My friends, we all know that we live in a dangerous and complex world. As president, I will defend this nation, but I will do it responsibly.
We don't win anymore.
I voted against the war in Iraq.
We don't win on trade. We don't win with the military. We can't beat ISIS.
While we must be relentless in combating terrorists who would do us harm, we cannot and should not be the policemen of the world.
We don't win with anything.
We must fix our broken immigration system that divides families and create a path towards citizenship for hardworking people who are living in the shadows.
We are going to start winning again.
We must strengthen and expand Social Security.
And we're going to win so much.
We must rebuild our crumbling infrastructure, and when we do that, we create millions of decent-paying jobs.
You are going to be so happy.
We must pursue the fight for women's rights, for gay rights, for disability rights.
We are going to make America so great again, maybe greater than ever before.
We must, against stronger and stronger opposition, protect the right of a woman to control her own body.
I love you all.
And we must protect the men and women who serve our nation in uniform and protect our veterans who put their lives on the line to defend us.
Thank you, New Hampshire.
The wealthiest people and largest corporations in this country will start paying their fair share of taxes.
Thank you.
I am the son of a Polish immigrant. Neither one of my parents could ever have dreamed that I would be here tonight standing before you as a candidate for President of the United States. This is the promise of America, and this is the promise we must keep alive for future generations.
Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you.
What began last week in Iowa, what voters here in New Hampshire confirmed tonight, is nothing short of the beginning of a political revolution. It is a political revolution that will bring tens of millions of our people together. It will bring together working people who have given up on the political process. It will bring together young people who have never participated in the political process. It will bring together blacks and whites, Latinos, Asian Americans, Native Americans, straight and gay, male and female, people who were born in America and people who immigrated here. We will all come together to say loudly and clearly that the government of our great nation belongs to all of us, not just a few wealthy campaign contributors. That is what this campaign is about. That is what the political revolution is about.
We are going now to South Carolina. We're going to win in South Carolina. I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, New Hampshire. And now it's on to Nevada, South Carolina, and beyond.